Welcome back to my channel. This is Luminescent here with the reading for the moon in Cancer. I know it looks like a lot, but I'm gonna break it down. It's pretty simple. During this moon phase, the moon will be in Cancer. It already had a bit of a square with Chiron, but right now it's heading towards a trine with Neptune. A square with the sun already just took place, and it's going to oppose Jupiter and then eventually Saturn and Pluto as well. I'm trying to think, and it already sextile with Uranus. So the moon being in Cancer and the Saturn position came out too. So starting with number one, we have the Jupiter return in the Jupiter position. This is about expansion. What can you use? Number two, this is what's hidden, what you don't know. Number three, what work you need to do or what do you need to be integrating. And number four, what is the likely outcome based on the current energy. So right now, Jupiter has gone direct. So there are some blessings that we can work with this number four that is being established with this Jupiter and Capricorn transit. With the retrograde, we may have been pretty confused about what connections we should be making at this time, what type of influences are surrounding us that we may need to separate from. So there may be many different scenarios of how we could connect with ourselves and others, and we just needed to pick one that was the most psychically attuned to the vibration that we're on, and trying to have some type of understanding or clarity in that was involved during the shifting of the Jupiter retrograde. And now that it's gone back direct again, it's still in shadow, but it's gone direct. We're starting to be able to communicate all that time, what's taking place, to have a better understanding of the changes that we need to be making, and the fact that they're being done already, because all the changes took place during the retrograde when things were just falling here and there, and now that we feel a sense of weight been added on, a sense of pressure to perform, like now we're starting to see the exact changes that actually happened during that time where we need to pick up work at. In the hidden position, we have the 6th house card talking about our day-to-day lives, Virgo energy. And along with that Mercurial energy, we have the Magician and the 2 of Pentacles, yet again, same energy as up here. So we definitely have a mirroring effect going on where we know that, above us, we have the most clarity, but, we're trying to make sure we manifest that information down here as well. We're trying to juggle the energies here in the physical realm up and down, because we know, something is coming in, some ideas that we've planted, that we've nurtured in our mind are starting to manifest, and we're doing our best to stay graceful during these changes, because we're starting to see the light. We're starting to see what we known to be come direct. It's coming to us. It's starting to show up in our life, in our environment, and we had options, but we did make a choice, or we're still in the midst of making choices, with Mercury being in shadow and Mars being retrograde as well. But we definitely have a good idea of the things that we want to do. This is the Prince of Swords. So we definitely know we have quite enough information and knowledge from different perspectives now that Jupiter has gone direct, to know what benefits we can use every day to solidify the thoughts that we have that are coming from our higher self. It's coming from spirit. Here, what we need to integrate and manifest or work on is being more in tune with our emotions, being more in touch with our psychic abilities, and not being more concerned about help or lacking in some area. We need to understand and feel Now, we do have everything we need, and we'll always have, help from, this is green, heart chakra. We'll always have help during changes, during heart changes, during changes or phases that we go to. We'll always have support, and we don't have to think so little or so mean of ourselves, or even about how we feel. We don't have to be guilty about some of the things we feel and let it consume us, because there's a reason that those feelings came up and came about, and we're just being guided to handle situations differently that'll help us have more peace and be able to see things from other people's perspectives a bit more, and you can move on into a better atmosphere and have a better connection established between you and others in your environment. Now, this could be with work or networking with other people as well, but you're starting to see, with the more we connect on a individual level during these changes, the more we're starting to sense the other side of the universe that we live in is starting to connect back with us. So if our higher self is starting to connect more with our physical selves, then we are starting to have a better understanding of life on the other side being an assistant and not something to fear. And that in turn helps us to make better decisions moving forward when things start to get darker. Now, in the last position is the sun. We have the first house, which is the body card. So there is going to be some separation from a fleshly desire, or understanding the separation that was needed to take place here with the Seven of Cups. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Fool card. Clarifying is the Prince of Disc and the Princess of Disc. So although in this, they are a pair, this is technically the King. Looking at someone that is younger or more vulnerable. This can be someone understanding how someone could have taken advantage of you because you were put in situations to be taken advantage of, and knowing that you're free to walk away from the next temptation or the next opportunity that comes up where it tries to scare you, but it's really only a clear opportunity to take advantage of you yet again. You don't have to accept help from someone who's going to hurt you. You don't have to accept help from someone who, toggles with your fears. You don't have to accept assistance from people who don't care about you and don't love you. You don't have to accept that. You can let go of the physical nature that the body has, and understanding, again, no matter what, you're going to be protected. You're always going to have what you need when you need it, and you don't have to go and beg of what you need from anybody. You'll always have everything that you need when you need it. You'll always have everything you need when you need it, and not allowing people to take advantage of the fact that you're in need to trick you into doing things that are not of a rather less or non-manipulative nature. You have a lot of gifts and talents and ideas that you could be utilizing to balance yourself, and you can work with people who are good at doing that, but you don't have to do it at the expense of your physical body. You don't let other people hurt you or tear you down. Do not give people opportunities to come in and completely take advantage of you. We didn't come here to be martyrs for other people. The only thing we came to martyr for is the message that spiritually we are sent here to do. We are sent here to be messengers of something, and whatever message we proclaim out here is the message that we are living for. And there are people against us, there are people who with us, and then there are others that they don't really know for sure, but one thing for certain and two things for sure: believe in yourself. Don't be afraid to believe in yourself, because you have everything. And if you feel like you are lacking in something, it's always someone in the higher realm, namely your own actual spirit, that's here waiting for you to return to your nature, can reconnect to that relationship with spirit, so that, you can start to see that you actually are not lacking. You actually can have everything you need. You're just living in some fantasy world, I would rather say, where you're stuck in this box, the physical body being your box that you're stuck in, that you feel like if you don't have something, or if you don't see something in your life walking with you or behind you, then that means that you're all alone and you're up to be someone's prey, and it doesn't have to be that way. Maybe it happened in the past, but now you can heal from that naturally by establishing a better connection with spirit. And it's just between you and spirit. It has nothing to do with anyone else but the relationship that you have with spirit or yourself. Libra balancing. That's what the season we're in. The better relationship you have with yourself, the easier it will be for you to discern what gifts you're being given, what cup to choose out of 7. How to manifest your ideas into the physical reality and see it grow. What situations are worth you moving yourself into, because it has to be peace in order for you to move gently through the situation. You want to be able to use your psychic ability, your moon power, your ability to feel. And whatever it is that your feelings are being sent up to a higher authority, whatever feelings are being sent up to your higher authority, your higher self, your spirit, the gift is being registered and it will be sent back to you. So you don't have to worry about this physical body. You don't have to worry about what the physical body needs. Focus on your spirit. The physical body has fears. Spirit doesn't. The physical body needs to eat. The spirit doesn't. The physical body gets cold, gets hot, gets lonely, gets sad, gets happy. The spirit doesn't need any of those things. It just needs to be. Its only job is to be. Our spirit only needs to be. Be the message that we came here to be. That's it. And whatever is supportive of that nature, it's going to come. Whatever isn't supportive of that nature is going to be torn away from you. It's going to be taken away from you. And you don't need to have fear of, again, someone coming in to take advantage of that. Don't fear a new change, a new start. There's nothing to fear. Your shadow is there to protect you. Your past lessons, which is what Jupiter is all about, your experiences, your spirit's experiments that have taken place before your physical awareness of this is your protection. Your ego has been here before the sun. Your physical, this physical life has already been done before. Okay? So don't attach too much to your physical body, your physical desires, because there are people out here who are looking to take advantage of that, number 1. But number 2 is for you to use as a protection, not as a way to play victim and doubt yourself. So keep returning to nature, keep connecting with spirit, have a spiritual experience, elevate your spirit, be one with spirit, love your spirit, accept your spirit, just be the message, be your message. Okay, and that's my reading for this moon in Cancer transit. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time. Bye.